Good morning. So our Lansdowne motto text this year from Romans 12:12 is to be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. And these 10 words give us so much to discuss and share our experiences with. Now, I've spoken before on the meaning of joy. And joy is not happiness, because happiness is dependent on our own circumstances. And our own circumstances can be very difficult, can be very challenging. No, joy is the assurance that one day we are going to be with our Lord in heaven. And that's what we were made for. Now, Psalm 39 verse 5 says, "You have made my days a mere handbreadth. The span of my years is as nothing before you. Everyone is but a breath, even those who seem secure." Now, just before our Kerry was diagnosed with cancer some years ago, I was in a book club with a couple of others here at Lansdowne. And we decided on a book called Heaven by Paula Gooder, which I thoroughly recommend, which was really providential because the book reminded us of how we needed to have a light touch on life, and that we were aliens passing through a foreign land on our way home. And Genesis 1 tells us that God made heaven and earth together, both created together. And it shows us how heaven and earth are inseparable, and that God desires so much to dwell with us on earth. Now, for many of us, and at different times in our lives, it seems as though heaven is just such a long way away, so distant. And what that tends to do is to make us focus on the now, to get despondent about the brokenness that we have in this world. But God, the reassurance that God is dwelling with us now will give us that real patience as we go through the challenges and the difficulties that we face. One of my favourite verses, which is less well known, is 2 Kings 6 verses 17. The context is that the king of Aram was in conflict with the king of Israel, but that the king of Israel was being informed by Elisha as to where the king of Aram's armies were going to be. So on hearing this and understanding it, the king of Aram's army surrounded Gotham, where Elisha was residing. And Elisha's servant woke up one morning terrified, seeing all the horses and chariots surrounding the city. And Elisha's response was from verse 17, which says, "Open his eyes, Lord, so that he may see." Then the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked and saw the hills full of horses and chariots of fire all round Elisha. And that is such a wonderful encouragement that the Lord is very close to us. Now, each of us probably has our own special place where we feel God close to us. That could be the garden, your favourite chair, the beach hut. But it is the term that is used actually in the book, Paula Gooder's book, which is the thin places, the places where God seems very, very close. And I think that the more we can relate to those experiences and feel that heaven is so much closer to us, the more we can deal with just the challenges that are going on at the current time. So do we wait for heaven to come? No, we get on with our lives, and we use the gifts that God has given us. And to conclude, Paula Gooder, in the final page of her book, she says, "Believing in heaven should mean that we carry with us a vision of the world as God intended it to be, and strive with everything that we have to bring about that kind of world in the places where we live and work." So as children of God, just passing through this alien land, let's shine out and share the reason for the joy and hope that we have. Have a good day.